What's going on, guys? It's JSGC here, and we're here for the Tottenham away match preview. The match is an unusual Saturday kickoff, kicking off at 7:45 GMT in Britain. So, a very unusual kickoff time. There you go, we'll get on with it. I'm looking forward to it. A Saturday evening kickoff. Should be good, should be good. Now, Spurs, they're a very good side. Don't need to say that one. They've signed and sealed their place in the top four in Champions League football for next season. But not only that, they managed to push Man City all the way. If you remember, at Etihad, they're the only side this season to have pushed Man City all the way in terms of possession. They're getting it up finishing 54% to City in 46%. Considering City average 70 to 80% possession per match, that's very impressive from Tottenham. So they like to press, they like to keep the ball. Man City have struggled at times this season when teams have had a habit of keeping the ball. Think back just a couple of games ago, Liverpool was so great in that first half at Anfield. They kept the ball very well and it created all kinds of problems. Manchester United in the second half of the Manchester derby, they kept the ball very well and it caused problems. And Liverpool in the last match at the Etihad, they kept the ball very well in the second half and it ended up leading to chances for them and them being clinical. That's just it. Once you have this period of possession, which these teams in the top six of the Premier League are more than capable of doing. Chelsea and Arsenal haven't really been on top form when we faced them, so they've not been able to apply that. But teams like Liverpool, Tottenham, Manchester United, they have got the quality to be able to keep possession, create chances, because Man City's defence, when put under pressure, isn't that good. Man City's defence is excellent when Man City are on top and just snuffing out all of the chances and pressing. So once you've got past that and you force Man City backwards and you're running at the defence, all kinds of problems happen and the team tends to panic. So Tottenham, I imagine, will be going down that route of what Manchester United and Liverpool have done, which means it's going to be a very difficult game. They've got the quality in players that the other side in the Premier League haven't. So they've got Son, they've got players like Lucas, they've got players like Harry Kane, Dele Alli. They've also got Christian Eriksen pulling strings through the middle too. And if you remember rightly, it's players like Wanyama, if he ends up playing, and Dembele that can cause problems. Two holding midfielders can create a lot of problems for City. Eric Dyer can play there too. This has got all the recipe of it being a Manchester City loss, in my opinion. However, there is a bit of hope there. Tottenham, when we faced them at the Etihad, weren't clinical. They had this lot of ball and possessions, but for out-and-out chances, they weren't very good. They were chasing shadows for a lot of the game. Man City were hitting them hard on the counter-attack, and it was forcing mistakes from Tottenham's midfield and strike force. Harry Kane should have been sent off. Dele Alli should have been sent off. This was from Man City applying the pressure, not Tottenham. So Man City need to go to Wembley and do that. Wembley is a massive pitch. It isn't White Hart Lane. White Hart Lane pitch was around a similar size to what Anfield is. So to be able to create space is very difficult, and to clear your lines, you've basically got to put the ball either upfield or away from their players or out of play. Wembley's not like that. Man City, they could really stretch the pitch, tire Tottenham out and make Tottenham do a lot of the running, which is what I would do if I were Man City. So Tottenham, they've got to hurt Man City early. Now for Man City, we have a habit of doing well in the first half and not doing so well in the second half. I'd like to see a little bit different approach in this game. I'd like to see a little bit more of a cautious approach. Time Tottenham, let them come at us, figure them out, try and hold on. You know, first 20 minutes, very important. Let us settle into the game, and then let us tire at Tottenham, let them grow in confidence, and then hurt them on the counter-attack. I know it sounds stupid. He said just go at them and try and get goals. The thing is, when Man City do that, we kind of burn out. We look very tired. The season's been long and drawn out for us. If we do that, I feel like after 30-40 minutes, the team will be burnt out, and if we've not got 3 goals by then, as we've seen in previous games, we're struggling in the second half. They're getting out of breath and it's all huffed and puffed, and Tottenham will end up dominating the second half, and Tottenham's got the quality of players there to be able to overturn 2 or 3 goals. So we need to be a bit more cautious, a bit more patient. Do what we did at the Etihad. Just wait for the opportunities to present themselves, and once you get 2 or 3 good opportunities, take them away. Tottenham are going to be given 2 or 3 good opportunities too. So it's all about the team that is clinical in this game. There you go. We've got to try and keep this a low-scoring game. It's quite difficult to have a classic 4-3 or a 3-2 at Wembley. Not impossible, but very, very difficult. So, in my opinion, we've got to try and keep the score down as low as possible and try and time this match right. I've seen it in previous games, not under Guardiola, but I've seen it in previous games at City where they've been very patient, waited for the last 20 minutes and then hurt the teams. PSG, for example, when we faced them in the Champions League at home, was a key example of that. They've got to come forward. As they come forward, Man City then just accelerate forward, and it's a blow that we've not got Fernandinho because he's suspended in this game, because he'd be perfect at just nipping in, dispossessing the team and then hitting them on the counter-attack. So it's so difficult in this game. So we're going to be relying a lot on possession and not making mistakes. So if John Stones was fit, I don't know how fit he is, then I'd probably play him at centre-back because he's the most comfortable on the ball, along with Laporte. Company, Otamendi becoming a bit suspect on the ball, in my opinion. Teams are starting to target that, and Tottenham will too. Like I said, Kane, Son, Eriksen, they'll pull strings, they'll rip this team to shreds if you give them the chance. Now, with all the negativity out of the way, let's have a look at a few of the positives for the City side. We've got Mendy that's coming back from injury soon. It'd be great if he could, and we could play 3 at the back or 5 at the back, however you want to look at it. Be able to stretch the teams and play 2 up top. That'd be fantastic. That'd be unpredictable. This is a game changer in the season if we can get Mendy back as quickly as possible, in my opinion. That may just take... At the moment, the momentum's doing this. We're going down. The momentum's going, so we need someone just to swing it in. Mendy coming back will be like a new signing. It might just swing the pendulum around and allow us to accelerate towards the end of the season, try and break a couple more records, and certainly get over the line and win the Premier League ASAP. Now, we can't win the Premier League in this game. If we win this game, it puts all the pressure onto Manchester United, and Manchester United have to then win their next 2 games because they play twice before we next play again. So if we win this game and Man United lose one of their games, then we do win the Premier League. But that can't come possibly in this game because United play Sunday, we play Saturday. So there you go, Manchester United. They've got West Brom at home, so you would think that'd be a straightforward match. They've got a little bit more of a tricky match away down south in Bournemouth, I think on Wednesday, because they're in FA Cup action next weekend, whilst we play Swansea at home. So we've got Tottenham away, then Swansea at home. Fernandinho suspended for both of them after picking up his 10th yellow card. I think the yellow card window now is done. I don't think any more players can be suspended, so unfortunately we lost Fernandinho. But there we go. So for this game, like I said, possession, being clinical. If we can keep the possession, be patient and be clinical, so players like Sane, Raheem Sterling, Bernardo Silva, Jesus and Aguero up front, all of them, not all going to play, but obviously whoever ends up playing out of them needs to be on their game and be clinical. So I'm looking for a response from the side from these disappointing last week that we've had also. This match isn't ideal for us, if I'm honest. We're taking up flat track bullying again, in my opinion. We're picking on teams that haven't got the quality, and when teams with quality are coming at us, we showed no fear at the first half of the season. We couldn't care less who we were playing, we were just brushing whoever aside. For some reason, we've seemed to have stepped off the gas. We've lost the fitness, we've lost the mentality, we've lost the confidence, and we look a shadow of our former selves. We look like what we looked like last season when we ended up finishing 3rd, I think it was. And you know what I mean, managed to pick up a bit of momentum towards the end. But we tend to pick on sides that haven't got the quality there. I'm disappointed because at the beginning of this season, we weren't picking on just them sides, we were picking on everyone. So hopefully we can get a bit of that confidence back. Hopefully I'll be able to say in the review that I will put up on Sunday that this is a fantastic game now. Premier League on the tip of our fingers. We won the game. Perfect performance. Let's move on and use our momentum towards our next game. Fingers crossed. I'll go for 2-1 City. We'll be nice and positive because I've not had a lot to be positive about, if I'm honest, in the last week or so. Obviously, we might see Mendy return in this game. That would be great. We've got no Fernandinho, so I expect Gundogan will be playing. We might see Bernardo Silva, who was fantastic in midweek, particularly in that first half. We might see him start as well. Tottenham's lost a bit of pace with Danny Rose. I know they prefer Ben Davies this season, but Danny Rose would have been perfect to have targeted Man City's vulnerabilities from pace. So that's one little option there done for us. So they're literally just relying on... will Aurier play? I'm not too sure. Aurier, is that how you say his name? I'm not too sure whether it'll be him or not, because he's quite quick. But I imagine it'll probably might be Trippier, so it might be a little bit more cautious on Tottenham's behalf. So we need to stretch them, use the pitch, be patient, be clinical. If we do all that, we'll win the game. And cut out the stupid mistakes in defence, please. If Stones is playing, I'm going to have Stones and Laporte, by the way. So I'm going to pop up my team prediction now, and I've not put Stones in it because I don't know what Stones is like. I've done this before. The press conference has been done by Pep, so I don't know how fit he is. So I've gone with Kompany and Laporte because I think Kompany's more comfortable on the ball than what Otamendi is, and being comfortable on the ball at centre-back is so crucial. Laporte's now got a big chance from now to the end of the season. Otamendi just looks like he needs a rest. He looks exhausted. He's making mistake after mistake. He looks like a shadow of his former self from previously this season. And he's been fantastic because Otamendi's been put in a lot of people's team of this season. So do you know where I'm going with this one? He looks like he needs a rest, get his confidence back, get Mendy back, and then we can go 3 at the back, and then Otamendi. Hopefully we'll see the best out of him there. So I've gone for Ederson in goal, Walker, Delph, Kompany, Laporte. That, in my opinion, is the strongest defence we can put out for a passing style of football. I'm not too comfortable with Danilo playing for his pace. I'm scared of Tottenham running at us. I think Delph would probably be more comfortable for that. Gundogan's probably going to play because there's no Fernandinho. We could see Danilo slot in there. We could see Walker move in at centre-back and maybe play it free at the back. I really do not know. David Silva, De Bruyne, also Lirisane. I've gone for Bernardo Silva because he played so well on Wednesday. If that's all the reason, otherwise I'd normally go with Raheem. And then we've gone for Aguero up front because Aguero didn't play on Wednesday. And I'd like to see Aguero play because I think he's a good striker. He's a better finisher in my opinion than what Jesus is. But who knows, it's Pep. They're unpredictable, his team lineups these days. And that's just it, isn't it? Everything's looking a bit disjointed because the team isn't used to play with each other. And everything's starting to come a little bit more disjointed. Let's not let the rails come off, though. You know, if we end up losing this game, we'll lose this game. We'll have to move on. If Man United win the next two, they're going to be only 7 points behind us. We'll have a game in hand to make that 10. Difficult match against Swansea, who are fighting for their lives in relegation, but we'll get to that when we get to it. No time to panic now. This is the time for sensible heads. This is a time for calm and collectiveness. This is a time to be clever. There we go, that's been the preview for Tottenham, so don't forget to check out my social media links. They're in the description below. Keep up to date with me on Twitter. I keep up to date with everything that's happening, all things Man City on there. I tweet my opinions and stuff like that as well, so you can keep an eye out on that and go and follow me on there. That mean a lot. Instagram started putting some more pictures on there, so if you want to go check me out on that, you can. Like I said, links them in the description. Leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're over 500 subscribers and we're not too far away, so hopefully we can hit that soon. And also don't forget to check out my second channel. I'll leave the link to that popping up at the end of the video, along with my brother's his channel, which is my partner channel, which is doing mixology drinks, Mixed. His videos are very good, so go check them out, like and subscribe over both there. And I'll see you all later. It's been JSGC. Enjoy your weekend, enjoy the game, and hopefully I'll have some good news for the review on Sunday. Stay tuned. Peace. Ciao for now.